Hi there, Jamie Keat here today at Teachers Tech. Hope you're having a great day today. Today I want to show you how to use Gmail filters and labels. Now, if you haven't used filters and labels before, this is a great way to quickly organize your Gmail. Really get rid of that clutter in your inbox. So what it can do for you is that it will automatically, as a message comes in, it will sort it for you based on the criteria that you picked in the filter. So I'm going to explain how you can set this up today on Teachers Tech. All right, so to keep this as authentic as possible, what I did out of one of my Teacher Tech emails was I deleted my filters and I deleted my labels just to show you how I would filter and label my Gmail here. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'll show you the quickest way to create a filter. And I'm just going to go to this one email right here and click on it, and this is just a email that I really don't want it to come into my inbox. I want it to skip my inbox and go into a label just so it keeps me organized over here on the side with different labels, and I wanted to create it through my filter. So what I'm going to do is hit these little dots, these three little dots where it says more, and go filter message like this. So as soon as I click on this, it took the email and it said from. And no, there's other criteria I can put in here, but as soon as I have any information in here like this, I can go ahead and create a filter. Now, I just want to point out here, I'm just going to click off and go back to my inbox. If I drop down here, notice that I get to the exact same thing. So I could go ahead and hit create filter, but if I knew the email, I could just type it in here, or I could even, I don't have to type the email, I could just type the word here that I know it's going to be connected to these, and I can go through and create my filter from here now. But I could also do other things in creating my filter. I could say, well, was it to somebody? So if I knew the email or name, I could put it in here. Is there a subject? I could actually search for a subject through my emails or emails coming in to my inbox to filter it. It has the words in it, doesn't have. You can take a look. We can look at size, and we can tell how big we could pick from here to picking the actual size. We could have a date that we're looking for, or has an attachment. I'm just going to go ahead and create a filter here. I'm just going to hit create filter. This is where you get to your next step to really define what you want to have happen. And in this case, this SiteBuddy one, I don't want it to come into my email, my inbox, and take up that visual real estate. I just want it to go into a label that I can look at it if I need to. So what I'm going to do, you notice right away, skip the inbox. I want to click that here. Do I want to mark it as red? No, I'm not going to do that. Star it. If I click this, it would just be put under this category here, or this label of the start over here. Apply the label. So this is where I would apply my label. So I would go and I could go ahead and create a new label. And since I don't have any labels created, I could go and nestle it underneath a top one. I'm just going to keep this just at top level ones, but you can sort things out how you want to. So I'm just going to call this actually SiteBuddy just for a name, and hit create. As soon as I did that, on the left, SiteBuddy got created over here. And if you want these to stand out at all, you can change the color. So just so if it stand out a little bit like this. But if I drop down again, I can continue on here. Other things that you could do, I could apply it to forward this to somebody. If I just put their email address here, I could have it delete it automatically. Never send to spam. If you know something's automatically getting sent to spam for a while, you could kind of put a filter on it for it to stop. And you can see these different things that you can apply the filter to, like even if you're using the categories like social or promotion or updates, you could tell it to go to one of those categories. Now this is an important one to click to. I want this to apply to all of the SiteBuddy emails in my inbox already, so it's going to go through all of them, take them out, and put them into this label. So I'm going to click this. This works good if you want to go through and actually clean up an email. You can go through and just do a search and then just click delete it and click this last one, and it will go through and take it all out of your Gmail, because sometimes you get a lot of those that you just don't clean up, and you don't want to go through one at a time trying to find each of them like that. So I'm going to go ahead and create my filter, and usually it just takes a second and it pops up. And if I go ahead and click on SiteBuddy here now, you'll be able to see, oops, I'll click on it one more time here, you'll be able to see everything from SiteBuddy is inside this one right here. So what's going to happen when SiteBuddy sends me the next email, I'm not going to see it in here. It's going to go bypass right into here. Now, I do want to show you what happens if you want to edit your different filters. So what you can do is go through, if you go to your settings here, and this is a third way you can actually make your filters too. But if you go to see all settings, and then you can see across the top here, we have filters and blocked addresses. If we click here, what we can do is we have different filters here. Well, these are some old ones I didn't delete that I thought I did. But we can go through and I can go and edit them in here. So if I go ahead and I can see it's going to skip the inbox, never send it to spam. These different ones, I can give an idea what it is. I can click on edit, and I can go through and change the criteria from there. But if you want to maybe even delete these, so if I go back to see my settings and we go to filters in here, if you select these, you can delete like so, and this is just an old filter, so you can get through and clear them up. You can go through and create new filters from right here. You can notice you can import, but if I hit create, it just does this drop down. So if you just click on the drop down, it saves you that step. Or like I said before, if you're going to a certain email, you can click on it, and as soon as you hit those three little dots like this and you see filter message like this, you can start creating your filters. So I just want to show you one other quick way to add a filter. It's kind of the same as the one that's selecting the email, but if I go and just click and select an email from here, I do get the option to add a filter just up top here. So I can go ahead and filter. If I was going to go and filter these GoDaddy ones, and I'm just going to create my filter, I'm going to add a label here. I'm going to drop down. We'll create a new label, and we'll just call this GoDaddy, and I'm going to hit create, and you can see it over here. I'm just going to add a color to it real quickly. We'll make it blue, and I'm going to drop down, and at this point I'm going to apply to all my other ones. I'm going to create the filter here, and I'm just going to go back into my inbox here. And what you'll be able to see if I just click, I just refreshed it, you can see I quickly added a label. So those GoDaddy ones really stand out now. So they're still in my inbox, so you can quickly add those labels to just, again, give you that visual quickness of maybe trying to find a certain message. Maybe it's an important message that you want to keep track of. So I hope you like this, these tips in Gmail here today on filtering your message. It can really make things, save you a lot of time and productivity with your Gmail. Go ahead, try it out. Let me know what you think of filters and everything down in the comments. Thanks for watching this time on Teacher's Tech. I'll see you next time with more tech tips and tutorials.